Yo, what up? No, 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 no. It's not the views review, but Twitter is kind of crazy. I've been seeing a lot of shit about the reviews or the album itself. Like, I kept my reviews simple. You know what I'm saying? The regular way I do it, far as the production, the songs, and all that shit. I didn't break everything down. It's nothing to break down. Let's keep it 100. You know what I mean? It's Drake. You feel me? On the records to where he's talking about chicks, we understand who he's talking about and we understand the situations. Either you gonna agree with it or you don't. You know what I mean? It's that simple. So I don't have to get all technical and use big words and break everything down. You know what I'm saying? But if you say this album is whack, you are a hater because it's not whack, but it's not its best. But did it live up to hype? Yes, it did. You know what I'm saying? But Twitter is crazy. It's like how the fuck you niggas is not giving niggas points if they like dropping dope shit and then you got people that saying certain shit about certain reviewers and it's like yo, let's not start the reviewer beef again. That shit is retarded as fuck. Everybody in their own lane, everybody got their own perspective, everybody do reviews different. You know what I mean? I show love to everybody, you dig what I'm saying? But at the same time, let's not do that shit to where you making it seem like certain people, of the elite is better than people that's, you know what I mean, lower tier. Let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? We already know the big wigs gonna review it. Dead in Hip Hop, shout out to them. Needle Drop, ARTV, Spectrum Post, shout out to the homie Luke James. Like we know the top tier people gonna review it, and then you're gonna have the lower channels. You know what I mean? Such as myself, the homie Sever Bond, um, in another top tier, of course. My bad, academics, whatever. So yeah, let's not get into that. Everybody has their own opinion of music. Whether you listen to it in your crib, in your headphones, in a car. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same music, it's just different energy. You know what I mean? If you break the album down for what it's worth, certain records you'll want to hear if you chilling. Like you shouldn't listen to it. Certain records like that's not hype. You don't really want to listen to it by yourself because it'll make you goddamn pick up your phone and you'll be in some bullshit if you're in a relationship. Those type of records, I don't feel like you should listen to those because it can have you, you know what I mean, maybe thinking of somebody and actually say some shit and get yourself in trouble. But certain other arrogant, cocky records are dope far as a car, they put you in a good mood. You know what I'm saying? They get you pumped up. It make you want to say some crazy shit. It may make you jump on Twitter and say some dumb shit, like the hype record, the views record. Um, what's the other joint I'm look still here records like that, you know what I mean, nine. So that those records are like more energetic records, and so they hype records, so that make you sit there and want to say some crazy shit, you know what I mean? But other than that, then you got the low key records where you want to chill, you know what I mean, the Controller, the One Dance record, even the Hotline Bling record, shit like that. And then you got Redemption, um the opening track. What else? What else? What else? The joint with Party Next Door. You got records like that where you just want to chill. You may be at a club or a nice little venue. You know what I mean? You want to hear shit like that. So let's not get it fucked up to where you got to really be so technical on a Drake album. Yes, and I know the shot Lupe threw at Drake about the concept between winter and summer and then winter again. To me, it's like that was a reach. I mean, yeah, Lupe favorite artist of mine, great album, but I don't see the similarities in my personal opinion. That's not being biased. I mean, the nigga always is in Canada and he's barely over here in the States, so it is what it is. Maybe he kind of sort of did it, who knows, but that's just my thought. But I mean, let's just enjoy the music for what it is. We know for a fact that it's better than What a Time to Be Alive. Did we enjoy that? I enjoyed that, right? So when it comes to If You're Reading This, it's too late. The only thing we could say is different is he rapped more on that album or mixtape than he did with this joint. But we know when it comes to albums, Drake is gonna do what Drake does. You see what I'm saying? So why get mad at that? Now, if you gonna compare songs on other albums, you could do that. Some of the more, I'm gonna say, emotional records from Take Care is a little bit better than the ones on here, but you can't look in the past and it's the present. You gotta be with the times right now instead of going backwards in time and be like, oh, this shit whack because it don't compare to this. You can't do that because if we did that with music or anything in life, we would be running in place and getting nowhere fast, correct? So let's just relax, enjoy the album for what it is. At least it came out. At least there's no fucking wait, no pushback like a Carter 5. You know what I mean? And let's not even do the whole Meek shit. Yeah, we heard the album. He do a couple shots at Meek, Tory Lanez, but we knew that already. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. The Jay-Z shit that he took off and said what he said, that was cool, but if you're an artist, would you have been mad if you finally got somebody like Nas or Jay-Z to do a verse and they did that shit? Okay then. I personally don't think he should have took Kanye off. I think he should have left Kanye on there. And everybody else that was a part of the original songs, he should have kept them on there as well. I think he should have kept Summer 16 on and took Hotline Bling off because that song just did what it did and it's everywhere. Boom, whatever. You know what I mean? The other joint that he got that's I think number 3 in the country. This may be his first number 1 in the States. It already is number 1 in the UK and Canada, I do believe. So I mean, he doing what he doing. He putting up numbers, and for what I'm seeing, the first week numbers, he should be at least platinum, multi-platinum, some crazy shit like that. But we already knew that. He hasn't dropped the dud yet, so it's no hate. I mean, you don't have to like him, but at least you got to give respect to people, you know. And I'm still waiting for DC4. I was hoping he would have dropped DC4 when Drake dropped this, but he didn't. Chris Brown dropped the mixtape out of all people, which I won't be talking about. But at the end of the day, these are just the other thoughts that I'm putting out now because of the simple fact that if you watch the review, you'll feel like I missed a lot of detail and a lot of other shit. These are just the details for that review that I didn't actually put in there. You know what I mean? So if I had to say my favorite records off the joint, hold on, cause I know how motherfuckers is. All right. So if I had to pick a top 5, no particular order, of course, Views, Hype, With You, 9, Western World Flows. You know what I mean? And if I had to pick an honorable mention, You With Me, Grammys, and Fire and Desire. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just enjoy the album for what it is. These just thoughts of afterthoughts of the album. You know, the review is not coming till tomorrow. You know what I mean? It can come at 12 midnight. It come at 3 a.m. Never know. But this is the thoughts that, you know, of some shit I probably overlooked about certain records. You know what I mean? Like Views, how he went off, then a motherfucker on that. Um, how Fire and Desire, he said certain words that stuck out and it was kind of potent to what um, a lot of people, it may go over their head, you know. How Controller actually sounds a little bit better without the feature, but I still don't really like the vibe of the production. Redemption was actually one of the most introspective songs, far as really diving deep within a conversation with a female. You know what I mean? To me, that's one of the realest records on here as far as that type of content. Because, you know, it's like, wow, the production is on point, but it may lag a little, but the conversation of what's going on. And the way he went in on Child's Play to where it's just like you take a girl from the hood and you bring her into your world, you know, and just showing her a side of life that she's never seen. You know what I mean? That's just basic if you a certain type of nigga and you see this chick and you know that she kind of bad and everything in every sense of the word, but yet you want to just show her, you know, a different side that every nigga just ain't out to smash you. Some men are gentlemen, you know what I mean? Some men can treat you like a lady and just show her a different side of life, you know what I mean? Shit like that. But at the end of the day, you know, With You with Party Next Door, great. You know what I mean? The back and forth that they kind of did in a way was pretty different, and that production was crazy. Feel No Ways is just simply amazing. You know, that song definitely grew on me. It just, the vibe of it, it kind of give you that feel of off the last album, Going Home, in a sense. You know, that record right there kind of got the same feel of it. But these just little thoughts that, you know, that before the album drop, you know what I mean, or the review drop, you know what I mean. Excuse me, I'm kind of high. But yeah, keep the family close. It's cool. You know, do I feel like he shaded Nicki? Not really. You know what I mean. It's just like you get into it with a nigga and the chick you grew up with on your block, you know what I mean, fucking with a nigga from the next block, and but you know her, but yet she fuck with that nigga, so it's like, all right, I respect the fact that you love that nigga, you doing what you doing, but you supposed to be riding on this side regardless, but you ain't doing that, so I'm gonna let you do you, I'm gonna do me. It's that type of situation will keep the family close. So I get where he was going with that. You know what I mean? The whole nine shit, all right, you know, six upside down, you know, the shot at Hove, you know, it is what it is. It's just a lot of shit to take from. And if we want to be technical and say, okay, let's just say we needed 15 of these records. This is why I'm asking y'all, just 15. What would be y'all 15 records? You know what I mean? For views, just period, 15 records. And if you had to have one bonus track, what would that be? You know, so we can clear all that bullshit up with all the 20 records and shit. You know what I mean? And if you like some of the songs that we already heard, you can add them in there too. But I just want to know what will be y'all top 15 records. You know, I just thought I'd do something to just clear the air and, you know, let y'all know I support and like every reviewer that's out there. And it's just an album. It's just music. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be able to talk about with people, you know what I mean? Conversations, keep it going, but we don't have to be beefing and talking shit and throwing slugs at each other over a fucking album that, let's face it, none of us getting rich off this shit. You know what I mean? We're the consumer that's buying it to make these motherfuckers rich. So let's just enjoy the music and respect each other. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. One.